Mike Tyson began boxing training at 11 years old at a bar stool. From a young age, Mike showed to have high energy and fitness. His trainer at the time showed him to cuss D'Amato as a real boxing prospect for his freakish speed and athleticism.
Fantastic, there you go, now you got, again. Who's the last guy to stop? Time, very good, that's right.
Cuss took him under his wing as he saw the potential in a young Mike Tyson. He began training him with the belief that he could become a heavyweight world champion. For a heavyweight, Mike Tyson was short, so he developed his trademark peekaboo style to get on the inside of taller boxers, while being hard to hit. As he progressed in his teenage years, his muscular frame started to fill out. He stood at 5'10" and 216 pounds. It's worth mentioning that Mike Tyson in interviews said he did not do any weightlifting at this point. On November 22, 1986, he defeated Trevor Berbick at the age of 20 to become the youngest heavyweight champion in history. From that point on, Mike Tyson's life would begin to change. As a lifetime of struggling financially, he was finally becoming rich and started getting into a wealthier lifestyle. However, that did not take anything away from his boxing ability, as his knockout power and accolades in the ring were still fearsome. Now, during the prime of his career, he actually spent some time in prison, and many people believed that Mike couldn't get back into his old shape. As he spent 4 years in prison, he took a long hiatus and break from boxing. Mike Tyson returned to the ring at 29 to fight Peter McNeely. Not only was Mike Tyson in his old shape, he looked more jacked than we had ever seen him before, weighing in at 220 pounds. Probably his best shape of all time. From then on, he would go back to dominating the heavyweight division. However, years later in 2001, Mike Tyson began to look a lot heavier. Some critics were saying that he got too heavy, as his fight against Brian Nielsen, he was weighing in at 240 pounds, which was the heaviest point in his career. Now, as Mike Tyson got older, his weight started to climb up as well, ending in his last fight against Kevin McBridge at age 38, ending in Mike Tyson retiring from the sport. From then on, Mike Tyson completely stepped away from boxing and began to pursue different things, with various business ventures and his own podcast. However, if you guys have been following the news recently, it is shown that Mike Tyson at age 53 has started training for a comeback fight against another fighter. Mike said himself that he is interested in coming back to the ring for old time's sake, and many people will believe that he will be fighting against his old rival Evander Holyfield. Now, only time will tell as to who Mike Tyson will fight. However, if this training footage is anything to go by, the speed and explosive power of Mike's punches is absolutely breathtaking. How many people above 50 years old can punch like this? It definitely shows that Mike Tyson's speed and power hasn't left him, even being above 50. Well guys, if you enjoyed this video, please drop a like down below as it helps me out a lot. This is Boxing Hub, signing out.